Um, Hi, I'm Nicole Georges. Thank you so much for the Sequential Arts Workshop for having me. And hi, everybody. I like seeing your little Zoom box faces. Let me just scroll through these little faces for a second. This is so nice. If anybody has any technical questions, I'm not going to be looking at the chat until we're done because I'll just get distracted and it'll just be like talking to a goldfish. I want to give a shout out to any former students who are here. You know who you are, and Lily Craw. And any pets that are here. I need to show you someone important who's here. Oh God, sorry. She was sleeping. She did not like that. Nicole Georges, unhappy to be woken up. I will now leave her alone, but just wanted to show you who was afoot. She might come back later. Sorry for waking you up. Okay. Let me share my screen so I can show you who I am. Okay. So I'm a cartoonist and I have graphic memoirs called Calling Dr. Laura and Fetch, How a Bad Dog Brought Me Home. And both of these graphic memoirs deal with very intense personal stories from my childhood, my teenage years, etc. Also, I can't believe the dog just screamed as I went to pick her up. I'm just like, look, here's my dog. I'm just like a dog abuser. So sorry for that. She's just fine. But I wanted to tell you that, in doing a lot of hard work, I also have a lot of therapeutic practices and things. And in the course of dealing in a lot of like groups, like personal therapy, all kinds of stuff, I would just hear people say things that I felt was really valuable. And this kind of supported my practice of like going in and mining hard memories and going into like some of the harshest parts of my past and harsh memories and trying to redraw them. I felt I needed support from, various resources. And so then I would take note of the things that I heard people say that I found to be valuable. And I didn't have a place to put them. I just have notebooks full of what other people have said that I found useful. And so at some point as a drawing exercise, I started just being like, okay, what do I want to draw today to warm myself up? Because I don't feel like drawing. And I would say, oh, I want to draw an animal. So sometimes I would look up how to draw a particular animal. Well, that's an animal I knew how to draw. I would look up how to draw a particular animal. I would draw that animal to the best of my ability. And then I would attribute a therapeutic phrase to the animal. So like say here, it was a lemur, I wanted to know, or like this, like I had to look at this tiger to draw this tiger. And that became a series called Anonymous Fuzzball. We're gonna make something that's kind of like a personalized just for you fuzzball today. And we're also gonna do worksheets. We're gonna make a worksheet and then we're gonna draw something separate from the worksheet. That's a supplement. Worksheets, basically during pandemic, I found it quite difficult to get out of my head, to be anything. I would make these for myself, but I found it very hard to do anything except for scroll, except for just like a brain in a jar, just like rampant scrolling, being like, the news is terrible. Everything's terrible. This is my only way to connect to the world. And I wasn't connecting to myself because I was like, my phone was like taped to my face. Especially it was like after I had read that book, How to Break Up with Your Phone. And I was like, I'm liberated. And then COVID happened and I was like, just kidding. And I just taped it here. And so a way for me to get out of that and to ground myself and actually feel human was I started making these worksheets for myself, just in my notebook. And then I started sharing them and I found that people really did like them. So we're going to make one of these today. And we're going to, I realize you can use comics as a way to dwell in the imaginary. You can use comics as a way to just for a little while you're absorbed in the practice, to find yourself in different circumstances. Even if you are like living in a house with 15 roommates and they all fart all the time and you hate them so much and they're all barking and laughing in a way that makes your ears go crazy. You could just, wear your headphones, put your nose plugs in and just get into your drawings, and for however long you dedicate yourself to that drawing and put yourself into that process, you can imagine yourself in a different place. And I know it seems like you're like, but then I come out of it and my roommates are still horrible. Well, yeah, but you gave yourself a moment of relief that you didn't have before that moment. So, you know, I always think 5 minutes of drawing is better than 0 minutes of drawing. And if you find yourself short on time, if you find yourself floating up here and feeling like a disembodied brain with no, or disembodied head with no body and no soul, this is a way to kind of gather yourself back together and see what you can do. So I'm going to screen share from my iPad, and I'm always concerned that I'm just going to immediately be the Zoom bomber and start accidentally sharing something obscene, even though there's nothing obscene here, but you know, that's just a fear I have. Whenever I'm in front of a group, I have that kind of Don Draper fear. There's an episode where he's supposed to be giving a talk to the Hershey's people. And he's like, when I was a kid, I loved a chocolate bar. And then at a certain point, he goes off the rails and tells a traumatic childhood story instead. That's always my fear that that's what's going to happen. Anyway, you have you need 2 pieces of paper at least. You might need 3. Give yourself space. But start with 1 piece of paper. You're going to follow along with me. We're going to do some drawing very quickly. And part of the reason of doing drawing quickly is that it kind of frees your brain up. Oh, Michelle, you know, Draper and the chocolate bar. I just really, that's especially when I'm in front of middle school students or elementary school students, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be Don Draper with the chocolate bar. You can look up that speech after this if you're interested. Okay, so here's your page. I'm going to draw live. My internet might get choppy at some point. You know, that's just going to happen, and it's okay. Here I am, you know. So we're going to do a regular worksheet, and we're going to do a drawing, and we're going to have a bonus part. And the bonus part is going to be a little special bonus boundaries edition because the holidays are coming up. I'm going to actually make my canvas bigger, which I know you can't do. Don't be jealous. But I realized I didn't give myself enough space here. And if you run out of space, you can just use a different piece of paper. Just keep going. You could, okay. So this is what my page looks like. You can keep these more or less. If you need more paper, like I said, feel free to just use more paper. You can do whatever you want. You can use the back of a paper bag. You know, a hot tip is that Linda Berry says, you know, if you're feeling stuck on drawing and all your paper seems too precious, get a piece of paper out of the garbage and draw on that because it's already garbage. You're not going to do any worse. You're not going to mess it up. It's already garbage. Okay. In this circle, at the top left, I want you to, I want us to connect with ourselves, but yeah, let's connect with ourselves. Draw yourself as you are right now. Draw a self-portrait. You can be an animal if you want. You can be yourself if you want. But I want this drawing to reflect your emotional space. How do you feel right now? Like, think about what's on your mind right now. How do you feel? You feel anxious? You feel excited? You feel a feeling, maybe not sleepy or good, but actual, like you have the feelings wheel out and you're like, I feel betrayed, enthusiastic, vibrant, like you're ordering a cafe gratitude. And you can draw yourself as any animal you feel like, or just as your human self, whatever you want. And of course, you know, you don't have to be Professor Drawing. You can draw however you want to. And you can always copy anything I'm drawing. I don't care. It's good to be a copycat. That's how you learn things. Oh my gosh, Tish. Yeah, I wish I have had moments where I've wanted to recreate a feelings wheel for my friends because I feel like we all need it. Because people are like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, what's a feeling? But I haven't done it yet. So we're just going to spend a couple of minutes on the self-portrait. And of course, you're welcome to go back to it later and do whatever stuff you want. I'm so happy everybody's here. I like everybody here, even if I don't know you. I like you just because you're here. And thank you so much to Sequential Arts Workshop for having me and for hosting these. It's so exciting. I'm so happy to do an event with them because I'm such a longtime fan, first time cartoonist. I think I've been reading Hutch Owen comics since the dawn of time, since the 90s. And I know some people I know were not even born in the 90s. Okay. In my tail. I'll give you another minute or so to work on that. And we'll probably have about 20 minutes at the end to share. So don't worry if you make something you find beautiful. Sally, we're probably going to take another 40 seconds with our comic. So if you sprint to get the chocolate, sure. But if you fall, don't, it's not, crawl back if something happens. Okay. Well, so just to get present with yourself, whenever you finish, I want you to write the date and time. This is like, you're going to find this drawing. You're going to find this drawing later, or your family's going to find it in your hoard or in your archives, or someone, you're going to find this again someday and be like, oh my gosh, remember that day? So you're just going to get present with your surroundings, with yourself. There's a saying sometimes in therapy of be with your feet. Sometimes like if I'm spinning out with anxiety or something, if I'm thinking too far in the future, thinking too far in the past, I like to be with your feet. Just remember, like, okay, I'm here, I'm safe, just in this moment, I'm alive, whatever. Okay, have your animal or your self-portrait just say what's on your mind. What's on your mind today? What's on your mind right now?
The eating holiday.
Oh, yeah, great. Write it in there. You just write your character, be like, the eating holiday. Something could be on your mind. You could be like, I have to do my taxes, or, I'm going to die someday. Or it could be like, soon we're going to eat gravy. Whatever is on your mind, whatever feels like something you want to say. Something that you can relieve yourself of something that's on your mind by just putting it here. All right. What's your feeling? You can have your person say it. I mean, you might be feeling a lot. You might be feeling outrage because of the news. You might be feeling excited because you're going to see family. You might be feeling anxiety because you're going to see people, whatever. What are you feeling? We don't have a lot of space left. I want to know, what can you see? What's around you? Is there anything you can see? Are you looking out the window at your neighbors moving their trash can? Is there a particular thing that you stare at when you're sitting at your desk on a Zoom? I want to know what you can see, what you can smell, and if there's anything you can hear. I mean, you could put my Zoom voice, which I'm sure is extraordinary, or if there's something, the hum of the refrigerator, the fan from the bathroom, the sound of cars. Oh, yeah. Staring at your window at your fence, we're writing it down. We're just writing it down. If you want to draw it, you can, but you don't have very much space because you're just doing it up here. Unless you're going rogue, which is fine. I support you. Okay. Down here, we're going to get into a little list making. And this is especially nice if you're feeling anxious about anything or whatever. After we finish our kind of grounding of like, okay, I'm with my feet. My dog is sleeping under a Snoopy Christmas blanket. I can hear the white noise machine so that the dog doesn't bark. You know, I can see the spot on the desk where I'm afraid I made water damage. I'm feeling anxious about the potential water damage on the desk. I want you to make a list, and this is something I like to do in the morning, but what is out of your control today? So I just want to pause really quick and tell you that you can use this tool, especially, hold on, I'm just going to put space for 3 or 4, your choice. Especially if you have a challenging holiday situation, if you're going, say you're going to eating holiday with your best friends, but one of them's bringing their jerk boyfriend, or with your family members and there's a problematic uncle or whatever, what's out of your control? So out of your control might be like other people's COVID practices, how different judges and juries rule on different things. The weather might be out of your control. Whether or not your uncle's a jerk might be completely out of your control. Like, what things are out of your control today? And don't worry, because the next thing is what's in your control. So just what's out of your control today? I'm going to say the news, the recent news is out of my control today. Other people's COVID practices. Paños quit. Other people's feelings or other people's reactions. And how my work is received. I have some book proposals out right now to publishers, or 1.5 is with someone else. And it's just completely out of my control how it's received. I can just do my best work, put it in the world and see what happens. Okay, so then what is in your control today? And this is something especially helpful if you're going into a hardcore family situation. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Well, Godspeed, I hope, you know, from your mouth to publisher's ears. Thanks. Your name is Zosie or Josie? Am I overcomplicating your name? What's in your control today? So what do you have power over? Zosie, in my control today, you know, is like showing up enthusiastically. I can do that. I can amp myself up. You know, in response to the news, I can support organizations that I think are doing social justice work. This is all me. Yours could be different. Yours could be like, the thing I can control today is whether I get out of bed, whether I bathe today. Stretching. Not freaking out about the book proposals. Not freaking as much as possible. I'm going to say AMAP. As much as, you know, sometimes it's just showing up to be of service. Okay. Gratitude list. What do you have? This is not, you know, going around the dinner table. This is just This is not going on the dinner table with your parents being like, what are you grateful for? Ahem. Is it your parents? This is a gratitude list. Just any, this could be anything, especially if I'm like, oh, I don't have these things I want. I want a book deal. I want $1 million. What are some things that you didn't ask for that you have? Like, even if it's just like, I'm not in pain right now, or my teeth are most of my teeth are here. My dog is healthy. I am indoors right now and I am warm, even though it's cold outside. It can be anything. There is scientific data that says that gratitude lists can change your brain. You can Google this. Google this and the Hershey's thing. Okay, so I'm really grateful to have an indoor space right now. I'm grateful. I'm grateful there's no construction right now because that's not been the case. I'm grateful my dog is healthy. I have nice friends. I can draw. Drawing makes me so happy. I feel grateful that I can draw. It doesn't matter actually if anybody else reads it. I mean, I like them too, but hold on. Okay, right here. Sorry, right here. What will you do for your body today? And what will you do for your soul today? And this might be this weekend because today's almost over for some of you. So that could mean giving yourself 20 minutes of quiet time. That could mean lifting weights. That could mean just stretching or taking a bath. But remember, you have a human body. That could be, I'm going to take a vitamin today. I mean, your soul, it could be, you could be a person who prays. You could be a person who meditates. You could be a person who listens to music and feels like you have a soul and a body when you listen to music. Maybe and you can draw yourself doing these things. Oh my God. If I had weights, maybe I would listen to music while I lifted weights and I would feel like I would do both of those things. Oh yeah, being here totally counts, Wendy. And now I am an octopus listening to music. Oh my God. Sometimes I have to say, sometimes minding my own business is a way of doing something for my soul. I mean, there's the things that you can do, but there's also things you can't do. Like sometimes minding my own business, especially when someone else is having their own drama that has nothing to do with me, is a way of tending to my own actual body and brain and everything, because I'm not getting wrapped up in somebody else's situation. You know, surprise, I'm not actually the person who can fix anything. Okay. So you can write whatever, I know mine probably looks a little bit weird. Is it too ecstatic to be laying down as an octopus lifting dumbbells? I don't know. I realize I should be lifting them on each tentacle. Oh my God, brush your teeth for like 2 hours. Christy and Emma. Gently floss. 40 minutes? I gotta know more about me. Tell me more. Please tell me more about that whenever we're done. Okay. So I want to know, and this is the part that's like special bonus, because the holidays are coming up and you can use this, but are there any boundaries that can support you this coming week? Are there any boundaries? And I have to say, boundaries. Okay, so when I say boundaries, I mean like, so say coming into the week, you may be coming into contact with lots of people. So to yourself right now, are there any things you don't want to talk about that you just don't want, any conversations Maybe your body's off limits. Maybe your gender's off limits. Maybe politics are off limits with certain people, people that are just goji, like whatever. What are your boundaries this week? Your boundaries could be just like, I'm not going to pick up the phone after 7 p.m. That could be a boundary. A boundary could be like, I'm not going to talk to my uncle who's a jerk alone. That's right, Ponyo. A boundary could look like, I'm only going to stay at mom's house for 2 hours. This doesn't mean that you have to go send a telegram to people and say, this is my boundary, deal with it. But this means that you get to know for yourself, here's ways to support yourself this week. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break every 45 minutes when I'm at my parents' house. This is just for you. What's something you can do? Oh, thank you. My boundaries are, I'm gonna take my time before I respond to a text. I'm gonna not talk about blank subject with somebody. And then COVID boundaries. You could be like, I'm not gonna stay in the room if my uncle takes off his mask because he's not vaccinated. Or I'm not gonna eat bacon just to be polite because I'm a vegetarian. Again, nobody else, this isn't a way of you controlling anybody else. This is just you deciding what works for you. And you can decide, you could do this again the day of the eating day. All right. I want to know, how can you be of service to somebody else this week or reach out to somebody else this week? So do you have any friends who you'd like to send a phone call to, or is there like, maybe you're like, oh my gosh, the news is bugging my mind out. Maybe I want to be of service by like giving money to Black Lives Matter or like volunteering somewhere, or maybe I want to sign up to call Meals on Wheels senior citizens that are at home on the eating day because they are lonely. That's a thing. That's a volunteer need. How can you be of service? You're on Earth. If you reach out your hands will reach back to you. But not necessarily even the same hands, but just kind of, let me get hippie with you. Just the world. How can you be of service or reach out? And I say today, if you need it to be for the whole week, you can. Sometimes I just take these worksheets day by day. The Meals on Wheels call a homebound person thing is a really very low-key way to be of service. Or if you know somebody who is alone for the holidays, give them a ring. There's your beret. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I forgot. That. Okay, you're calling them up. Okay, the last two things. This is going to be hard for some of us. When, not if, when will you put down your phone or screens today? You can say after 6 p.m. I don't know what time zone you're in. When will you be screen free today? When will you interact with the world today without a screen? And if you can't do it today, is there a different day or time you can do it over the weekend? I don't know if you're all doctors, you all have like an organ transplant ready in a cooler and you have to be on there at any time. But for those of you that are not, I'm just like, okay, from 8 p.m. onwards, I'm not going to be like doing my doom scroll, doing my weird Instagram messaging thing. Like covering my face from it. And this could even be tomorrow because it's kind of late at night for some of you. So this could be like tomorrow I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to leave my phone at home and just trust that I'm not probably going to disappear on the walk. I know if I disappear, my Fitbit can tell people where I've gone. Okay, I want you to draw one more animal on the bottom of this page before we move to our next drawing. And I want this animal or creature, could be a monster, to tell you one thing you need to hear. It's speaking directly to you. It can call you by name. It can say, Nicole, everything's going to be okay. You will find a home for your book. It could be somebody just saying like, you know, everything's going to be okay. So here's my animal, and it's going to be saying, I'm writing the instructions on here so I can post this later and you can have this template. Let this animal tell you something you need to hear. And it's something gentle and nice. It's not saying, take a shower, you son of a gun. It's, you know, something gentle that you might really want to hear. I might say, it's not going to feel like this forever. I promise. Or you're doing the best you can. Give yourself a break. We'll take like another 30 seconds-ish to keep drawing your animal or creature, whomever it is.
Could you show the top one more time?
Yes. And I will share this somewhere so that people can see it later too. Magic paper. Whenever you're done with your little creature at the bottom, we're going to go to the next page. And just to prep your brain, I'm going to have you draw yourself being comforted by some creature that's hopefully bigger than you. Do you have, can I move this now? Okay. I can also tell you what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So on your next page, for me, it's this magic infinite scroll page, but on your next page, you don't have to draw a frame. I'm just drawing a frame to represent a page. It can be any orientation you want. I want you to draw some kind of monster or creature or animal. It could be your family pet from past, present, future, your dream pet, a Totoro, a monster, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but I want it to be comforting you. I don't know if it's them cradling you or holding you or just being really nice to you, but I want you to draw some kind of, you're minuscule. Unless you're like deathly afraid of giant anything, you're going to draw some kind of giant, gentle animal comforting you, whatever that means to you. And you can draw yourself, of course, as whatever you want. You could be any kind of gender you want. You could be any kind of creature you want. I just want you to know this animal is going to hold everything for you, and this animal wants the best for you. And it's kind of trying to tell you that everything's going to be okay. You can be in a forest setting. You could be in space. You could be on a cloud, whatever's comfortable to you, whatever feels like the best space in the world, most comforting space in the world. There's I don't know what's happening with this screen. And just see if you can feel those giant warm fuzzy arms kind of wrapped around you while you're drawing it. And this one we'll have a few more minutes for. This is our last drawing, so let's really put as much gentle, comforting detail, whatever's comforting to you, in there. And if you have space, you can draw more animals. Everybody in the forest. Oh my gosh, I want to draw. I'm going to play a song while this is. We may not be able to finish the whole song, but see if you can hear it. I wonder if this is going to come through okay.
Into the world, my child. Awake into life, my child. Life is good. You will see. Into the world, my child.
Do this for 2 more minutes.
All of us are here, awaiting you. And the whole forest will burst into applause and leap for joy as soon as you are born. The whole forest is expecting you. The panther cat in its finest coat. And the lion, king himself, wearing a brand new mane, welcome you to the world, child. Awake into life, child.
All right, get to a good stopping point. Start finishing up whatever lines you're working on. Oh my gosh, Ellis. I love hearing that, just seeing that. Whenever you're done, make sure you sign it, the artist, put the date on it, so you remember when you did it. You know, if your creature needs to be saying anything to you, you can have them say it to you. Same. And now we're going to open it up to sharing. In the chat, I'm teaching a week-long graphic memoir workshop at the Fine Arts Work Center. So I'm going to put, I don't know what I'm going to put in the chat box, something about that, or just how you can find me and look it up. But as you're finishing, you can see if there are any drawings of yours that you would like to share, that you would like to show everybody. You can raise your digital hands. And then, Tom, do you select people from that? Or do I?
Usually what happens is a Zoom pushes everybody who's got a hand up to the front, and then I just go down the list. And
Great.
And yeah, we'd love to see some. And it looks like Christy will go first, and then Susanna. So I'll ask to unmute. That's how this will work. I'll ask to unmute, and then I'll spotlight you, and then suddenly you'll appear big, and hopefully you'll get used to that. Let's see. Wait, how do I spotlight you? Oh, maybe if you're not on video, I can't spotlight you. So Christy. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Let's see if that works. Yep, here we go.
All right.
Terrific.
I made a picture of me holding my old cat. I really miss her.
Beautiful. That's such a nice way of getting to see each other again.
Mhm.
What are you saying?
I'm saying her name, Luna.
Luna. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll go to Susanna next. And there we go.
Myself. Hi, can you hear me okay?
Mhm.
Cool. I did, so I'm feeling right now, I just did some different pictures of me and the things that I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Of course, I was thinking about chocolate because of the whole Don Draper thing. And thinking that I have to pee too frequently, and that I think about how I dress too frequently, and that I have what else? Oh, accessories, green checkerboard hair clip that's supposed to be biodegradable, but how does that work? And then what's a feelings wheel? And I like the concept, but is it really peer-reviewed evidence-based science? And then I skipped over the out of control things because those are so overwhelming. I figured I'd put those in later. And then what is in my control? Well, oh, you know, I got this old ring light webcam thing that I started using after not using it in a while. And I was like, hey, that controls the image. And I can actually show up better and control the light. And oh, wow, you know, I can actually control my green checkerboard hair clip that's supposed to be biodegradable because it's made out of some material that I don't remember, but that is a kind of control. And that I'm wearing navy blue Air Jordans that I got on sale right now. That's kind of being in control. And my gratitude list, this is my friend Kimberly, and we're showing our vaccination cards. In Colorado, they don't usually have events that require vaccination proof, but they do have one this weekend. It's a play about science. And so Kimberly and I are going. So for boundaries, I just drew me pushing out of a bubble. I have so many, I have to fill that in later. And then my cat, Ariadne, is she wants me to use whiteout to draw her eyebrow whiskers because she's a tuxedo cat, and that's very that's a very striking part of her. So I need to get that detail. And then she said something supportive, but when I need to hear, she said, feed me first. After that, you will find the white chocolate you're thinking about in the cupboard.
Ooh. Thank you so much. And also I have a black and white hair clip that looks kind of like that. So I also really liked seeing your green checkerboard here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's something very satisfying about checkerboard patterns. And maybe it was just because I watched The Queen's Gambit and, you know, thought about checkerboard patterns everywhere. But yeah, awesome. Thank
Well, I'm
you.
happy to hear that.
Okay, we'll go to Zosie now. Let's see. There we go.
Okay, mine is kind of weird and there is a cringe warning. But I am worried and anxious and excited and calm at the same time. I'm worried because I'm going to ask my mom something and I think she might say no. And I'm excited because I'm going to FaceTime call my friend tonight. And I'm also content because I think we're having a good dinner tonight. And what I'm saying is fence. Well, I hope my mom says yes. I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm scared and happy. And what is out of your control today? Well, yeah, let's see how. Hang on, I'm gonna take off this background.
Oh my God. I remember that feeling of gearing yourself up to ask your mom something like, can I get my ears pierced? And you're like, oh my gosh.
Here, let me fix my video real quick. Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that Barbie body in the background. I'm so sorry. I know you're trying to obscure your background. It's incredible.
What is out of my control today? If my mom says yes,
Yes.
what we have for dinner, and
Mhm.
other people's COVID protocols, sad face.
You're telling me.
What is in my control today? Being kind, wearing a mask, and listening.
Oh my God.
Gratitude list, mom and dad. Kalea is my sister. My friends, TV, of course.
Yeah.
That's just a simulation game I play on number 5, and I'm of course grateful for books.
Oh my gosh. I love this so much. I hope I get to see these. I hope that somehow we get to like compile these somewhere because this is so lovely, Zosie.
There's what will you do for your body today? A cat sleeping, be content. Boundaries, take a breath and take a break. Play a calm song. Child, cat playing. How can you be of service or reach out? There's a picture of me FaceTiming my friend, which I will do tonight. My limit for screen time will be 7 p.m. tonight, and there's a cat saying no. Tonight will be awesome, I promise. If cat.
That's great. Well, I hope you have a great dinner, and it's very brave of you to ask your mom for something, no matter what she says. It's a great practice. So thank you for sharing too.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. I'm zooming from Hilo, Hawaii, so it's pretty hot here.
Hello.
I drew for the comfort animal. So I over caffeinated today. I ordinarily don't drink coffee at all, but I drank a bunch this morning because I was like gearing up for a meeting, and it like got me through the meeting, but now I have like all this extra energy. So I was in primary care of a horse for a while. She wasn't mine, but like, you know, I took care of her. And she was really mean to everyone but me. And she would give me like neck hugs and stuff. And I had like this really deep relationship with her. I don't see her anymore, but yep, that's her and that's me. Also, she's like kind of a short, chunky horse, and I'm a short, chunky person. So I always felt like some, you know, kinship with her. Yep.
Well, that's beautiful. I also feel that kinship when I see those kind of, I don't remember what they're called, like those pony horses, not a pony, but like those shorter horses.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oops.
Hi, my name's Jenna Beth.
Hello.
This is my first time coming to one of these. I thought it was really funny that I drew a hammer that wanted to be a butterfly up in the corner. And I wrote, why am I so useless? That's how I feel, like a hammer who keeps trying to be a butterfly. And then I was really excited about this one. For my body, I will. ask my friend for a massage because I'm going to see a friend, and I think he would be down with that for like 5 minutes. Just give me a massage, please.
Wonderful.
I think he'll be cool with it. That would really help me. And then I drew a dog. That dog is saying, look at this amazing comic you just made.
It has beautiful paws and it's so expressive.
It turned out better than I thought. Okay, and this is my favorite because I was copying you because I didn't have a good idea for that last one, but it turned into a cat going to lick me with its giant tongue, which is probably a pretty painful situation, but I wasn't thinking about how scratchy cat tongues were when I drew that. So that's probably a bad idea, but it's a funny picture.
Maybe in this reality, you have tougher sandpaper skin. So the tongue will just feel, or maybe you're covered in fur or
maybe
something.
that's not a cat. Maybe it's just some monster like cool creature that has a wonderful, soft, yummy tongue that smells like strawberries. That's it. Thanks, guys. That's fun.
Hi there, from Baltimore. Nicole, I asked to share largely because I wanted to tell you how much the time we did this with the Believer meant to me. Really sincerely, you helped me through the pandemic when you had us draw ourselves dancing with potato. And I've drawn probably about 200 potatoes since the time we were together. And the potato goes swimming with me or kayaking. And tonight the potato's embracing me. And I'm also so grateful to you for asking us to think about how we can do for like the larger racial justice movements, because the grid and our prompts, your prompts, and like dancing with the potato also helped me through the uprisings of last summer. And so I just wanted to express my gratitude for you so much, because you offered so much beauty to my life, and it was a real lifeline. So thanks.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna grab my potato drawings. I want to show you really quick. It was so nice to see that. And I'm sorry we didn't have time to do potato dancing today. Okay, the next person get started, and I'll show you potato drawings in 1 second, if I can find them right here.
Am I the next? Okay, beautiful.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So my back hurts, so I drew the mama elephant from Dumbo, who's pulling things. Should turn off my background. Me taking care of myself by making pies. This is me saying that one coping strategy is to ignore the bad guy who's got a brick wall around him. And then this is my comfort animal, Big Bear, in a beautiful autumnal forest.
Beautiful.
That wasn't quite as beautiful as I wanted because I'm using Crayola markers.
This makes me wish so much that we just had to have a gallery, like a little gallery. Anyone that wants to send me pictures of theirs or post them on Instagram and tag me or something, I would love to see all of these, especially people that don't get a chance to raise their hand or are too shy. I just love all these drawings. I love that bear. Thank you for showing that.
Thank you.
Am I unmuted? Hi. I'm
Hi.
Alice. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for doing this. This is fun. I'm in Minnesota, so it's really cold. When somebody said they were in Hawaii, I was like, that's super cool. I just wanted to share my drawing of the comforting animal. I kind of was thinking of like where the wild things are, and just a little forest scene, and he's got like a funny little beak. But I had a lot of fun drawing this, so thanks.
That's beautiful. I'm saying this in the chat, but I'm gonna post, I have like potato drawings from a hard time I did in 2019. I will post them on my Instagram stories. If other people want to post any of their stuff and tag me, I'm happy to share them and just look at them. Who is next? Is it Rachel?
Calvin.
Oh, hello.
So first, drawing on the top, you want me to hold it up? I drew a dog sleeping and then snoring. And then I just said I want to sleep, and tomorrow is Saturday, and so that Saturday I can just sleep all I want. And then it's not really- what is out of your control today? One is coping. Two is
Yeah.
school.
Your boundaries are incredible.
I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat too much toast. What is in my control today is my mind and my heart. And what last I'm gonna do is just the bottom. When will I?
Oh no, somehow your audio cut out, but
In the
oh, there you are.
afternoon, and then I said, "You will get food daily because I like food." And then this is a bit of an explanation before you. My favorite cartoon or book, whatever in the world, is Calvin and Hobbes because that's what I'm named after. And I like tigers, so I drew fire horribly around a tiger comforting me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you have that tiger to comfort you and protect you. Excellent. Thank you so much for showing us those. And good luck not eating too much toast. I know the feeling.
Hello. I also have a bear that I wanted to share. He's a bit awkward, but he lives in a cage, in a cave. And I also just wanted to echo the feeling of gratitude. Your animals have really helped me through tough times, Nicole.
That makes me so glad. Can we see your bear one more time? Oh my God. Hold on, I just want to take it in. It's so good. It's so beautiful. And I really appreciate you raising your hand to say that and to share your bear. I'm so happy you get to be in a safe cave.
Thank you.
Bear care share. True, Libby.
Everyone, and this is my first, and I don't want to touch time because I know we're moving on a bit, but I am recovering from foot surgery, and my protective animal, what I originally wanted to do was to be lying on the ground with this big fat cat. I also want a cat. You know, we lost ours last year. But it turned out that I'm actually standing on my foot that was operated on. So it's like this animal is helping me get back to standing again. So it's cool. It was a transformation that happened while I was drawing, which was great. Anyway, that's it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay.
Asher, the headliner.
Hey, what's up? I
Hello.
really appreciated this exercise because I had to start, you know, with like you're stressed out, you know, your stressed out self-portrait, and then you get to end being like nice and peaceful and taking a nap.
Oh my God, look at your beautiful giant rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's letting me sleep on it, so it's very nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So nice to see you.
Likewise.
Everybody, I just realized my workshop online is apparently sold out, which was news to me. So you can add the wait list there or just email me or follow me on Instagram. And so if I do another one, whether it's through the Fine Arts Work Center or somewhere else, I will send it to an email list that I will compile as my New Year's resolution, or I'll put it on Instagram too. It's so nice to see everybody's art. Sincerely, truly, please post it somewhere or send it to me in some way, shape, or form. I love seeing your art. Oh my God. Luca, you're getting in under the wire. Let's take a look.
Muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, is there a way I can share my screen? I did it on my iPad and
I don't know.
let me see.
We may have to make you a host to do that. Can you hold your iPad up to the Zoom, or the Zoom is your iPad?
Zoom is my iPad.
Oh my gosh.
So we have a bit of a wet fart ending. I'm sorry.
You have to tell us something about your drawing. You have to describe it.
I drew mirror. That's a very good idea. Let me. Does anyone else want to go? This is a lot. Sorry.
I don't know if we can make you, we'll make you a co-host since you're the last one. Hang on. So
Okay.
I think I can do that. Hang on.
Okay.
I love the mirror idea. Like if you jumped into the bathroom, then you could hold it
Yeah,
up.
there you go.
I actually have a mirror like right here.
Oh, you do? Oh my God, let's
Oh,
look in the
wow.
mirror. This is a really fun, this is a fun technology, ancient technology workaround.
Yes, it is. Okay. Do you still see my camera if I do
Yeah.
this?
Yes.
No. Yes, I can just see your little avatar person.
Okay, I'm not sure to make this work. I'm really bad at Zoom. Sorry.
should be able to
Okay,
share.
I can share a screen. Here we go.
Oh, this may be because the spotlight is there. Let me remove the spotlight and then we get to see there.
You are sharing screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see my home screen?
Yes.
Cool.
Beautiful mermaid.
All right, can you see this?
So beautiful, so worth it. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have this recurring dream of this giant weird elf lady like holding me. So I was like, this would be a fun opportunity. And also I'm really bad at drawing in Procreate. So, you know.
This is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing this. I love the face on that character too.
Oh, thank you. I do what I can. Anyways, cool. I'll stop sharing.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you to Saw for having me. I'll hold up Ponyo one more time. Consensually holding up Ponyo. You can find me online, find me around. Happy to see everyone's
So
art.
cute.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, hi, Ponyo.
Hey, we love you. We love you.
Bye.
Hey, Ponyo.
Bye.
To feel the love.
Good drawing, everyone.
Very loved dog.
Love you. Have a good.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So nice to meet all of you. You can follow
I'll show
Ponyo
you
on
Aaron.
Instagram at Ponyo Georges
Yep.
if you're a huge fan. Just so you
Bye.
know.
Ariadne. The eyebrow whiskers. Says hi to Ponyo.
We're doing this is our best synchronized wave we can do. Oh, I see a bear held up to the screen. Oh my God, Liz, that's outrageous. That's so cute.
Thank
Oh my God,
you.
and
Thank
Susanna's
you.
got
I
a
really
beautiful
enjoyed this
tuxedo
session.
with the white
All
paint
the
whiskers.
bears. Thank
All
you.
the bears.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go into gallery view for a minute just so I can
Thank
see all these
you.
drawings. Darlene, who is that? A beautiful monster or a grimace? Oh my God, David Lasky, give me a break. You're so talented.
Yeah.
I think we all know this.
Thank you.
Janice, I love that dog. Susan, who is that?
Thank you.
So cute. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Hold on, I have to move the chat window. Liz and Kelly. Oh my God, Laura has a gorgeous friend who's just shown up. Virginia, is that a horse?
My dog.
That's your dog? Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Largely bigger than real.
Mary, I like this. I like these feathers. I like this bird. Is that a chicken?
It's a chicken, yes. I
I
like
love-
chickens. They make me laugh.
Oh, that looks like a
Alita.
Maltese.
Is that an ox? Who is that?
Yeah, that's an ox.
Beautiful. Oh my God, Kelly, you have a nice little dog there. Liz, nice cat person. Oh my God. Pam, come on. That dog is too much. That's so sweet. Look at the beautiful shine spots on the fur too. David Lasky, so nice to see you.
Likewise.
Been too long. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Tom, thank you for hosting this and having me.
Thank you, Nicole.
love
Thanks
you,
everybody.
mouse.
for being here. Amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody far and wide. I'll see you elsewhere on the internet or another session like this someday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
It was great. Thank you.